I'm pharmacist Rory Blake coming to you from my lab. Um, I'm here today to respond to something that was published the first of the month, blaming um, Desulfovibrio for Parkinson's disease. Now that's just a bacteria, and it didn't do anything, and it doesn't do anything unless it's a part of a microbiome and is under the control of plasmids, which are produced in the human body. So all it does is makes chemicals, precursors, and because those precursors show up in the brain doesn't mean it's their fault. Uh, Everybody knows that Parkinson's is caused by um, carbonated beverages and too many sandwiches, um, and that's a simplification. But basically, the um, the reason Parkinson's has become so prevalent since the 80s is that carbonated beverages have changed to include a contaminant that causes the explosive growth of certain gut bacteria. And when this happens, of course, um, uh, they eat up all your protein groceries, and it only overgrow the rest of the microbiome. The second part about the bread, um, everybody knows that bread's got so many preservatives in it that it won't rot, and it also kills the bacteria in the gut. So two things happen: the bad bacteria overgrow, and the good bacteria become killed. And there's so many different good bacteria, and each one has a job to do. The microbiome is basically an organ. Um, the only difference between gorillas or chimpanzees and humans is our microbiome. And all of these bacteria work as small chemical factories under the control of, um, of the plasmids, which are small DNA tokens that each one of them obtains as the child is acquiring a microbiome. Each one of them, each bacteria gets a plasmid, which tells it what part it has to play in the organ. And you've seen a big increase in Parkinson's and autism, and it's because of bread and sandwiches and also Roundup. Roundup is another big thing. Anything that kills the good gut bacteria, you have to have all 8 of the different bacteria that make the components of speech, or you don't speak. And that's the reason these poor kids can't speak, because they're missing some of the components. But anyway, back to the reason I started this video was there's an outfit in Finland that claims that this one bacteria is what causes Parkinson's disease. Well, what happens is because all the sandwiches you eat, the preservatives in bread kill some of the good bacteria. In fact, the next bacteria in line to act on the molecule that's in question is killed, and so it doesn't actually make dopamine. So without the actual chemical dopamine being made, then this poor bacteria is doing all the right stuff. It's just not getting anything converted to a neurotransmitter that the body can use, and it will build up in the brain and cause Lewy bodies and of course Parkinson's. So it's really crucial that we have all the good bacteria in our guts. And people say, well, why don't you tell the Michael J. Fox Foundation? Well, I have, and they blew me off. But basically, the body is dependent on all these small chemical factories that are in the bacteria to produce the good things. And when we lose it, we end up with, that's part of aging. And of course, the overgrowth of the bad bacteria is another part of aging. And that's the reason everybody that shows up at nursing homes is only got one dominant bacteria in their gut, reduced from the up to 1,000 that humans can have typically. So you decline because of lack of diversity in the microbiome. So anyway, people say, how do you find out this stuff? Well, the fish that you can see behind me, all animals are born with they're not born with microbiome. They're born with a belly full of plasmids. And using fish, because everything's captured in the tank, I can catch everything. input output and be able to exactly predict and show what's going on. The blue things back there are what we use to transfer. In fact, I've cultured a complete microbiome and transferred it from fish to fish. Of course, you have to have young fish to do it. Humans can transfer up to about 5 years old, can continue to grow their microbiome, but after that, the immune system's going to keep it from happening. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be glad to post more. I'm just busy as I can be. I'm really underfunded, and I have to do a lot more than I need. I mean, keep taking care of 800 fish is kind of ridiculous, but I do it, and I just don't have a lot of time anymore. So if you want further, please do something to support this channel. I'll be glad to post more. I just need I mean, I don't have time unless we can get the patent office to get off their dime and give me some patents on some of the stuff I've applied for. I mean, it's been years since over 10 years they've been turning my stuff down because they don't want to make any or give any or allow any patents for aging or diseases of aging, and because they think it's, well, I don't know why they're like that. But anyway, thank you for your help, and we can do what we can if spread the word. That's the best thing. If you can do that, I think we'll do fine eventually. Thank you again for your time. All right, bye.